marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. For the first time with Bijan Robinson. And back to the 30. It'll be second down. You look at the Saints defense. They enter playing one from the bottom. Number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
That's been an Achilles heel for them all season long. Being able to play against the run. Being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
That's caught downfield by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Looking to throw, Penix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. There'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he is going to lose yardage here. And it'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And try and throw. Here's Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there with an amazing. Diving catch. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Over the middle, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
First down.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Come on. Set. Panther 6, 19, Charger 19.
Now Milton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he hits him in stride. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and that'll give him the first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is Milton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Milton. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Falcons.
Robinson up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Here's to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Some of y'all too big for your britches. Talk about a high ride.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Mustang 19.
To throw, it's Milton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Is the distance on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll go play action here with Penix. Crossing route and complete. He's got Pitts. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Falcons.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hand off now to Robinson. Down at the 25.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A play fake. Now Penix. On a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Penix. Well, he's going to go for it all. Oh, no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else is going right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Throwing is Milton. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete.
pickup.
Big time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Milton now to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Milton. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Count 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Buffalo 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they can't bring it down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15.
And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll throw with Penix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Into the hands of London.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Going with their tight end on 4th.
Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Matthew White set to kick off.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Come on.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before the game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Milton. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
19 Lions. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw again. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And the foul is on here in this first half.
Saints nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
22 yards.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st down.
79
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Looking to throw. Milton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Bronco 80.
Back to throw again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I understand from all your bad bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always striving for attention.
Matthew White set to kick off.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
the Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half, so where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Travis Etienne, 59 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Of a model, that's so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Treat like a god, ugh, that's so typical. And he's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So don't cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Treat like a god, ugh, that's so typical. And he's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So don't cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule.
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away, then honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet.